Here's the first story.
Oh my.
The reason this story is important because Gavin McInnes may have been arrested. We don't know. The Daily Dot, who likely just hates Gavin, writes, was Proud Boys founder Gavin McInnes actually arrested following his live stream? Well, I believe it's Bettridge's Law. Is that it? You want someone fact check me on this one?
Never heard of
Bettridge's Law of headlines. If a headline asks a question, the answer is no.
That's correct. Yeah, I have heard that.
Is it Bettridge?
I don't know. I gotta look up the exact
What do we got?
So much fast typing in this
Yeah,
room
come
right
on,
now.
guys.
Betteridge's Law of Headlines.
Boom.
Yeah.
I can't believe I remembered that properly. I'm always mixing it up.
Who's Betteridge?
So here's what happens. There's this video of Gavin. He's doing his show. I think we can play this.
Named after Ian Betteridge, by
Oh,
the way.
hey.
Really, an Ian.
time
British
to shine.
technology journalist.
So here's Gavin McInnes.
We're shooting a show. Can we do this another time?
And then he gets up and he like doesn't say anything for a little while. And then it's really quiet because he's away from the mic. He says, let's see, when's he going to say it? I think we got to jump ahead.
We'll sit down and have a conversation. We'll schedule a meeting, and we'll sit down with my lawyer.
Yeah. He says, we'll schedule a meeting. We'll sit down with my lawyer. Now, I'll say this. A lot of people are like, it's got to be the feds because I think it was Will Carless, this journalist, called the local police and they're like, we did not arrest him. And there's been no announcements by law enforcement or anything about a possible arrest. Who knows what's happening?
Is he in the U.S. or Canada?
He's in New York.
US.
This is the kind of thing where law enforcement, I believe they would make a big headline out of this if
I don't
they
think so.
arrested Gavin.
No, that's a privacy violation. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't just arbitrarily announce, we have arrested this man.
But with Trump, they were like, went into Mar-a-lago. Wasn't that a big...
No, he
It was
was the
Trump,
one who announced
yes.
they went to Mar-a-Lago.
And with Roger Stone, they tipped off CNN.
That's
so
right.
it depends on what the police government wants to happen.
I don't know what to think of this because Gavin's a master troll. Like the Proud Boys is a master troll. He
is.
set that group up as a troll, and but I don't want to say that if he actually got arrested because that's
I don't care who you are. I'm even the boy who cried wolf in a circumstance like this. I'm not going to start by assuming you faked some kind of arrest or something. And you got to understand too in this clip. He didn't even say he was getting arrested. He just left the show in the middle of the show. For all we know, when he was pulling into his driveway, he scratched his neighbor. He bumped his neighbor's car, and they called the cops. And he's doing a show, and the cop shows up, and then they said like, "You hit that car. You got to come out." And he's like, "I'll get a lawyer." Like it could have been something as innocuous as that. And then they were like, "No, you're coming out now." And then the show goes off the air because he's outside and he's like arguing with people and exchanging information, and they're yelling at him. Who knows?
Did they leave the show running after that?
Yeah, they left it running. So Josh Denny, who is associated with Gavin McInnes and Censored.tv, says, just got off the phone with our people. It's not a bit. Gavin was against going to January 6th. He was against Charlottesville and told Proud Boys they were out of the club if they went. But he's rotting away in jail because he dared to question authority.
Oh, wow.
You know, I kind of feel like it's hard to believe. What do you think?
I don't think it's hard to believe that Gavin is against January 6th. I think
No,
that's well publicized. I think
getting arrested. I know he's against January 6th because he said
I'm where to comment on this. There's a part of the video where he says, I didn't let you in here.
Right.
And I don't know a ton about Gavin's studio, but I think that's significant. That either means that they felt like they had a reason to enter, and I assume that means they were serving an arrest warrant.
Yeah.
It's hard not to see it
That's a
that
good
way. I don't think that he's been silent ever since, so that's also significant. I think I think his company or he would address it in some way if everything were fine, if that makes sense. I think the fact that we are not hearing anything, the longer it goes on, becomes increasingly more suspicious.
Will Carless said, trying to confirm what's up with Gavin McInnes abruptly leaving his show last night in the middle of his live stream. A colleague of his tweeted McInnes was hauled off by the feds, but no charges filed on Pacer or press releases from DOJ, FBI, so reserving judgment. Fair point. I don't know.